How do you keep moving forward after experiencing setbacks and adversity? Stay tuned and we'll talk about it next. Welcome back, you guys. And today is all about moving forward. Moving forward after you face any setbacks, any adversities. When we experience those, a lot of people, experience, whether it's in business, whether it's personal, we all have some type of setbacks and face some type of adversity. But when it happens, we go to a place of emotional lows, of an emotional low that is very dangerous, you guys. It's very dangerous if you stay in that space, right? Because think of all the times you've been emotional and upset, and how dangerous that feeling is for you when you stay in that space. But just if you kind of flip it and think setbacks are a step up to the next step in your journey. It's just setting you up for the next step in your journey. Use it as a stepping stone to get to the next level. To come back, you have to stop this pity party. You have to stop and realize that a setback or adversity is only temporary. It's only temporary if you want it to be temporary. Now let me give you guys a quick story. Like, okay, so when I was for those of you who follow me, who knows, I was a teenage mom. I had a baby at 15 and another one at 16. So there is some adversity there. There's some adversity with being a teenage mother of two children in the 11th grade, and there's no expectations really for me to complete high school, let alone go on to college. But those were adversities and setbacks that I had to face. With people saying, well, you're a high school mom, you're not going to finish college, or high school, you're definitely not going to go to college. Now, if I accepted those things, if I accepted what people say to me about, my situation, though in the adversities of being a teenage parent and trying to finish high school, I would have never finished. I did not allow other people's negativity to be my absolute truth. My absolute truth for me was, I know that these are some setbacks, and they're major. Those aren't minor. Having two children in high school is not a minor setback. Those were major setbacks. But if I allowed what other people told me about my adversity, about the adversity of being a teenage parent, about, a setback of being out of school for a combined 12 weeks and 2 years, a combined 12 weeks and 2 years, if I let those things be my absolute truth, I wouldn't have went on to finish high school and finish high school actually earlier than people who didn't have children. Like, when I left in my senior year, I left at the midway point. When we went on Christmas vacation, I didn't have to go back. Other people who did not have children still had to go back for the latter half of their senior year. So if I did not let, adversity of being a teenage parent hold me back, and I didn't let other people's truths be my truth. My truth is, I knew that I enjoyed school. I knew that there was no way in hell that I wasn't going to finish. And that, and knowing that, it triggered something in me, knowing that I felt the way I felt about school, knowing that I had, honestly, for me, no leg to stand on about preaching to my kids about finishing school if I did not myself. So I didn't let other people's truths or my own setbacks become my truth. My truth was, I knew that I was going to move forward. I knew I was going to finish high school, and I knew I was going to go on and get, a college degree, which I ended up going to get too. So my truths, as I knew it, were greater than the truths. My absolute truths were greater than the truths of those that was put upon me. You have to think about, like, in your mind, when you facing adversity, or when you some setbacks, you have to think in your mind, put your big girl and big boy panties and boxers on, put them on, and think about all the times in your life where you face some type of setback, where you face some type of adversity. What are the things that you did? What were the things? What were your truths? What are the things that you did to come up out of that funk? You right? Because we all get in the funk when we get depressed, and when we have setbacks, and faced with extreme adversity. We all do it. We all get depressed or get into this funk. But what is it that you need to do? What are the truths that you have to bring you out of those? One of the things that you can do is think of all the little successes that you've already accomplished. Most of us, by nature, I don't think we do that. I know for me personally, I did it. Whether again it's in business or whether it's in my personal life in business, I've still had setbacks. I've had adversity. I left my job 60, almost 90 days ago. In about 2 weeks it'll be 90 days ago. And you don't think in those 90 days I've had some setbacks in my business. I've had to face some adversities in my personal life from just walking off my job. Yeah, I have. But again, I know my truth is that I won't be there. I won't stay in that space. That's just not how we are wired. Like, we are wired to conquer things. So if you think about all of the things that you have conquered in face of adversity, in face of setback, think of all the things you have already accomplished and give yourself credit for those things. And just when you're faced with upcoming adversities, just think of it as a stepping stone to the next part of your journey, and not that's where your journey ends. When I say believe in your absolute truths, I mean, like, when you walk outside, the grass is green, the sky is blue, snow is mostly white when it falls out the ground, and you need oxygen to breathe. Those are absolute truths, right? No one needs to convince you that the sky is blue. No one needs to convince you that the grass is green, right? Those are absolute truth. And for some people, you know, their faith in God. Those are absolute truths for them. And the same thing goes for you. Know what your absolute truths are, and build on that, and know that in the face of adversity, you go back to what is absolutely true in your mind for you, and think about your successes along the way. And those are the things that help you keep moving forward after some minor setbacks. So you guys, I want you to click on today's link. It's under the video, under here somewhere. You guys, you know how I do. Click the link, click it, and go on over to my blog post where I have some keep moving forward quotes for today, because it's all about moving forward in the face of adversity and setbacks. Just keep moving forward. So go check out my blog post today where I have some keep moving forward quotes for you guys, and I will see you on another video. Have a great rest of your day.